All right, great. And we're live. Well, hello, parents. As you know, my name's Graham Matthews, and I run the Ace Chem Accelerator program, which is a program designed to help your child earn an A star in A-level chemistry in less than 16 weeks. So, look, I enjoy coming into, the Facebook group, Facebook page, profile, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you're watching this live stream, and just answering questions. And so the one question that I wanted to answer was this one. I was talking to a parent the other day. I'm always talking to parents, and I was talking to a parent the other day, and they said, "Well, yeah, but it's online. I mean, what do you think about online? I mean, do you think that online is like the way the education's going?" And my answer was, yes, I do. I believe that online is the way of the future for education and for your child. All right. And here's the reason why. I believe that online education does three things. Number one, it's the grade equalizer. Number two, it provides the information in a way that students want to consume information. And number three is that it expands their consciousness. It allows them to interact with people that, quite honestly, they wouldn't have had the opportunity to interact with. All right. And so let me explain what I mean. But I mean, disclaimer is that no, I don't think that this is like some science fiction movie where we'll all be wearing the AR glasses and be in some kind of augmented reality and never leave the house or the apartment. I'm talking about that. What I'm saying is that I believe that, well, number one, the online education is the great equalizer. And there's the reason for this is because if your child just goes to a regular sixth form college, right, they can only be taught by the teachers, and they can only have tutors that are obviously in the geographical area, right? And if they're on the right side of the track and they have access to really high quality teachers and really high quality tutors, well, then all is good. On the other hand, if they maybe don't live in an area of a city, or maybe they live in a town that doesn't have high quality teachers, that doesn't have access to great tutors, they can only have access to the local education pool, well, then they're at a disadvantage. And they're at a disadvantage because now they're not going to reach their true potential in A-level chemistry, for example, and they're not going to get on to the courses they want to take at university. And, from a personal perspective, I don't think that's fair. I think everybody should have in education the same exact opportunity to learn the information, to get the grade that they should have got, and then enroll in the course in university they wanted to go on. All right. So this is the first thing. I think that online education is the great equalizer. All right. The second thing is that online education provides the information the students need to know in a way that they want to consume. I mean, parents, it's like this, right? I can recall being in a university and we had distance learning for the working adults, we used to call them. They'd come in and they'd check out a VHS cassette. Yeah, I know, a VHS cassette of a lecture. And then they'd watch it, take notes, study, drop the VHS cassette back off, and then once a month, I think they'd come in and take a test, right? Well, that was then. But now, like, the technology has moved on, and, we move from pre-recorded lectures to streaming, but it wasn't really accepted in the mainstream society until the COVID pandemic. The COVID pandemic was awful. I mean, it really was. But one thing that came out of it is that all of a sudden people accepted live streaming, and they accepted Zoom, and they accepted online learning as being the norm. Okay. And so parents, they don't have to go to to college and wait in line in some freezing cold sports hall or cafeteria. It's like, no, it's online and it's really efficient and easy and a better use of everyone's time and resources. Okay. And the same thing goes with online education. Online education now has reached the point where it's really like high quality interactive online education. All right. So let me ask you a question. If you wanted to learn something new, like maybe you wanted to learn like a foreign language, or you want to learn how to operate a bit of software on your computer, you're thinking, are you really going to sit down and read a manual? Or on the other hand, are you going to pop over to YouTube and watch a video on YouTube? Oh yeah, that's how you do it, right? Save yourself a lot of time, all right? And it's the same thing with students, right? Students, they're not going to read the textbook as the sole source of information. What they're going to do is going to go to YouTube and they're going to find a YouTube video with someone teaching them some things that they want to learn, and then they can access it on their phone. And so online education, I think what it does is that it provides all the information that the student needs in an online platform that they can easily access at their time. And so maybe they want to go back and watch a video of a lesson that was given like a couple of days ago, last week, take some notes, study for the upcoming test or exam. Great, they can do that. All right. Or maybe they just want to attend a meeting and get the questions answered about the homework sets. And again, it's a lot easier because now the information has been, it's being produced, it's being given out in a way that makes sense for the students, in the way that they want to learn. All right. And the third thing is this. The third reason I think that online education is the way of the future is because it allows students to access resources and information that they never would have been able to access before. Okay. So for example, I'm in business coaching programs myself, right? And you're thinking, yeah, all the people in these mastermind coaching programs that I'm in, they're from all around the country, they're from all around the world. And you're thinking, you know what? I never would have had the opportunity to have this conversation with this person and learn from them if it wasn't online. All right. It's the same thing with your children. It's like you're thinking, yeah, they can, in this case, they can put on like VR glasses and they can attend an event. Like, they can take a tour of like the Louvre or something, or they can attend a lecture at like one of the big name universities just by like live streaming in from their tablet, their device. And you're thinking again, opportunities that they never would have had if it wasn't online. So the question that parents ask me now is like, yeah, well, do I think that this is going to replace education? Like the teacher being at the front of the room. And we're all just going to be like, talking heads on Zoom. And the answer is no, I don't. All right. Because what I think is going to happen is that it's going to evolve again. And what we're going to have now is more of a hybrid learning environment in the sixth form colleges. Okay, so yes, the teacher will be down the front of the room, being the sage on the stage, true, but they're also going to have a mirror course running. So for example, it's going to be more that they'll live stream their lessons. And so if your child can't make it to class that day, can't make it to lesson, they could watch the live stream. And I think that the live stream is going to be uploaded to a learning platform along with the other, maybe like short videos, maybe other like resources that they need in order to complete the homework sets and study for the exams, like really make it a really immersive learning environment. But again, like I said, no, I don't think it's going to be some dystopian future where, yeah, like we're all like, like we never leave the house or the apartment. We just got these like VR glasses on, like augmented reality. All right. So this is what I think is the future of education. I think online learning is the future of education. And this is the reason why when I put the company together, when I built out the AceChem Accelerator program, I made it online. I made it hybrid. I made it what I consider the way of the future. Okay, so number one, yes, in the program, there are pre-recorded lessons that your child can watch. You know, so if they want to go back and learn something from like a previous lesson, they can watch the recording again, number one. And then, of course, you know, there's this hybrid learning environment where they can interact with me and other students from all around the country. Right now, it's actually all around the world. And then, you know, you're thinking they can get the most out of this immersive learning environment and actually learn from people that they never would have met, you know, work with teachers, work with tutors, work with students they never would have met if they were like locked into only being able to have this geographical area that they had to find tutors and students and teachers from in order to learn. And it's a really great way of leveling up the playing field, because what the company does is it offers quality tutoring to all the students, which means it doesn't matter where they are in the country or in the world, they can access the resources that they need in order to reach their true potential in A-level chemistry, all right, and get the grade that they actually deserve, that they want, all right? So at the end, you know, I always say this, parents, look, if you're the parent of a year 12 child who is studying for the upcoming UCAS prediction exam, and you want them to be in a learning environment like this, you want them to be able to secure an A on the UCAS prediction exam, then I need you to reach out to me. And it's the same thing if you're the parents of a year 13 child who is studying, revising for the upcoming final exam in A-level chemistry, so that they can get an A star and enroll in the top medical, dental, and veterinary programs at the chosen universities in the UK, then I also need you to reach out to me. And it's really easy to do. Look, it doesn't matter if you're in the private Facebook group, the profile, the business page, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, whatever this live stream is going out, around the video somewhere, there is a comment box. You can leave me a comment, all right? Or you can reach out to me on the platform, or you can move over to Facebook and you can send me a message. Either way, you know, I'll reach out to you, or my assistant will reach out to you, and then we'll just have a call, and I'll explain to you on the call with you and your child how the program, the AceChem Accelerator program, you know, my proven 5-step method will help your child move the grade from the mark book grade, predicted grade, aspirational grade, up to either an A or an A star in A-level chemistry, depending on which year that they're in. Okay. And so I'll also, on this meeting, you know, I'll put a customized game plan together for you so that you can see how it's going to work for your child. It's going to be tailored for you. All right. So anyway, parents, hope I answered the question of, do I think that online education is the way of the future? Yes, I do believe it's the way of the future. Why? Well, because number one, it levels up the playing field for all students. So all students have access to quality teachers and tutors, number one. Number two, it presents the information in a way that students actually want to learn, that they find beneficial. And number three, you know, it allows them to access resources, events, teachers, students, tutors that they never would have been able to access if it was only in like the regular old way of doing it, like, you know, like the face-to-face method. Okay. So anyway, hope I answered the questions. Have a great day. See you on the next one.